Among the legends of the NBA world, he is among those shining the most. Admired by many for his exceptional style of playing and extremely impressive size, Shaquille O'Neal is a man of numerous talents, and after finishing his outstanding professional career, he managed to build a whole mark around himself. Commercials, endorsements, businesses, investments. He's the one who knows how to make his money and a man of many talents. When it comes to him, media coverage has always been huge, and a lot of news have been spread along the way. Today we'll take a look at Shaquille O'Neal, 10 things you didn't know about. Has a business empire. Shaquille O'Neal is a legendary player, and he was always good and oriented on the basketball court. However, he has got many other aces up his sleeve, and he has proved it many times. This guy accumulated around $286 million while playing in the NBA. But it is all that he has done afterwards that is attracting a lot of attention right now. He has taken part in an incredible number of commercials and endorsements, being involved in so many services and products that it is difficult to name at least a half of them. Cars, apparel, drinks, just name it. Shaq has already been there. As an investor, he has done a lot of incredible deals and has been able to distinguish and catch the most prosperous ones, such as Apple or Google and Papa John's among others. A great number of those have been highly successful and made him a really wealthy man even outside the court. During his life, Shaq has acted as a DJ, a rapper, or at some point as a boxer against famous Oscar de la Hoya. He has also taken part in a few films. Do you need more? Here we go. ONeal owns restaurants, car washes, and gyms, of course. He's not the kind of a person who keeps his money safely on the bank account. According to some resources, he has invested almost 8% of his fortune and is now earning much more than he did while playing for the NBA. Hey, if you want to find out more about the life of NBA stars, subscribe to our channel and like it, just to make sure you will not miss any of our other videos and ideas. Shaq has a platinum rap album. As we have mentioned before, Shaq is also a rapper. Like many players before and after him, he got involved in the music industry in the 90s and came out as a great success. Not many basketball players can say that really, but Shaq Diesel sold 1 million copies of his first album and was only getting better. He created many songs that became hits and were well known in the world of rap. Let's just name such pieces like What's Up Doc featuring Fushnikins or I Got Skills, which got to the 35th place on the Billboard Hot 100 list. Shaq is considered to be the best rapper among basketball players. Unfortunately, not much of his money comes from this business, as only $100,000 went directly to Shaq Diesel. The rest was taken by record companies and middlemen along the way. On the other hand, it is not that he really needed it so badly after all. Shaq has a doctoral degree. But Shaquille O'Neal is not only the sportsman and the rapper. This guy, known also as a Superman, Shaq Diesel, or the Big Aristotle, became a doctor when he graduated from Barry University of Miami in 2012. Let's be honest, not many of you had any idea that this incredible basketball player and musician can be addressed as Dr. O'Neal, and he really enjoys that title. When preparing his dissertation, Shaq focused on CEOs and managers using humor in their workplace. This subject has always been important for O'Neal, as he is widely known to be kind of a big child and believes in the idea of balance and easygoing operation. And although he went through his studies mainly thanks to the online classes, his title is true and there to be visible for everyone. Shaq spent his first million in under an hour. Even though today Shaquille O'Neal is a great businessman and an incredibly successful investor, he started his career in money managing at a completely different level. His family was not a wealthy one, and his NBA salary came as a great shock to this young player. In his rookie year, Shaq got around $3 million, so we cannot blame him for wanting to spend some of it right there and then. The moment the money landed on his bank account, Shaq decided to treat himself with a brand new Mercedes, equipped with incredible rims. Such a toy cost around $150,000 at that time, and it was catching everyone's eye. Everyone's, including his father, Harrison, who loved Shaq's new car so much that the boy decided to get another exactly the same model for him. It is enough to say that he did so on the same day within a few hours. Next, Shaq went on a shopping spree and got himself some latest gadgets. That alarmed his bank a little, and they called the young star to inform him that he had put himself in a debt. It was an eye-opening situation for O'Neal and made him a much more reasonable person when it comes to money matters. Shaq is in law enforcement. Not many of you might be aware of the fact that Shaquille O'Neal is a deputy sheriff in Georgia and Florida. Yes, that is right. Why these places? Atlanta and Orlando are the two cities where he spends most of his time as he works for TNT and has his immense house in the beautiful state of Florida. It has always been his dream to become a police officer and be able to wear a real uniform. And although he eventually finished up on a basketball court, his childhood dream never really faded away, and now he's planning to run for even more counties in the future. As a famous and well-known person in the world of celebrities, Shaq has already had a chance to become a police officer in a proper uniform, at least on the silver screen. Shaq recruited Penny Hardaway while filming Blue Chips. As we mentioned a moment before, Shaq had an opportunity to stand in front of a camera in a few movies. One of the first pictures he played in was Blue Chips, a story featuring real basketball players. It was extremely important for the producers to show a real world of basketball, and this is why they put a great deal of work in finding the right professionals for the roles. Shaquille O'Neal attracted their attention after he had been drafted, and just a few months later, he became Neon Bordeaux. And this is when he met Penny Hardaway. At that time, Hardaway was playing for the University of Memphis, and his goal was to take part in the next draft. He was so convincing as an actor when playing Butch McCrea that at first Shaq had no idea about his professional basketball career. But the moment he found out, he wanted Penny to play in the league. In 1993, thanks to Shaq's talking and persuading, Orlando decided to give a chance to Hardaway, and that is how those two became teammates and took part in the 1995 NBA Finals. What a story to all the fans of Blue Chips, and what a beginning of a great friendship. Shaq made just one three-pointer in his career. On the basketball court, Shaq was showing his talents many times. However, there was one thing that he could not get around to: the three-pointers. Can you believe that this legend was able to score just one three-pointer in his whole career? This magical moment happened during his final season in Orlando, and he will definitely remember it forever. Generally, free shots are not a strong point, and he had just a 2% success rate here. Maybe this is why he admires Stephen Curry so much. After all, he is one of the best shooters in history. Shaq's biological father abandoned him. Shaq's real father, James Toney, disappeared from the boy's life quite early. He had problems with drugs and gone to jail way before Shaq even started thinking about a basketball career. This is why it is Surgeon Philip Harrison whom O'Neal calls his father, and this is the guy who stood by the young player all through his life. Tony did not seem interested in his son and decided not to contact him when he left the prison. Many years later, at the age of 44, Shaq met his biological father for the first time. It was in 2016 in a restaurant where the famous player used to dine quite often. They spoke for some time. Shaq forgave his father, but they did not become extremely close. Till today, they talk on the phone from time to time, and Tony is present in his grandchildren's lives. The NBA had to change the rules for backboards because of him. Shaq was a great player. He has become a legend and had a great influence in the development of the basketball, and it is quite an interesting influence. As a big man and incredible attacker, Shaq used to hit the backboards like no other. According to the late Kobe, he was like a dog, which spotted its victim and did everything possible to get it and fight it. He pushed and pulled really hard, and sometimes the backboard just could not resist his force. After destroying two of them, the NBA management started working on a different, much more stable and stronger construction that would be able to survive such meeting on the court. For Shaq, it has always been a good joke, so he even decided to keep all the rims he has ever broken and created installation in his own garden. The total number of destructions in that matter? 19. And they are all there to be seen. Shaq was recruited by LSU at age 13 when mistaken for a soldier. At the age of 13, Shaquille O'Neal stayed with the family in West Germany, as his father was stationed there with his army. At that time, he was spotted by Dale Brown, a coach for LSU. As Shaq was extremely tall and had enormous feet for his age, Brown thought that he was standing in front of a soldier and a college attendant. As soon as he found out the real age of the boy, he immediately wanted to meet his parents and offered him a scholarship. And it was Dale Brown who coached Shaquille O'Neal in the next 3 years that he played as a Tiger. Looking at Shaq's photos from his teenage years, nobody should be surprised by Brown's reaction to his posture. He could have fooled any one of us. Well, that is all when it comes to not that well-known facts about the legend of basketball, Shaquille O'Neal. If you're ready for more, subscribe to our channel and like it. We are already working on some new materials for you.